think started the fire. A fiery car crash in Kennewick slows the return of Memorial Day travelers. Hear from a witness who saw it happen as the car went up in flames. And healthcare workers at Cadleck are preparing to form a picket line today. What they are hoping to accomplish and bring attention to with this move. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jill Sperling. Jessica has the morning off. It is Tuesday, May 28th. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what can we expect as we are waking up this morning?
Jill, it is pretty mild out there as most folks are heading back to school and back to work on this Tuesday after the long holiday weekend. And we're looking at another warm day for many of us before our cool down begins. So right now we do have a lot of clouds out there. We can call it partly to mostly cloudy in Pasco, courtesy of our Dust Devils sky cam. And today will feature more in the way of cloud cover. Temperatures right now are in the 50s, so we are warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. 53 in the Tri-Cities, 58 in Walla Walla, 56 in Hermiston, and 58 degrees in Yakima. So if you live in the Tri-Cities, you could expect mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 60s by 8 o'clock, middle 70s by lunchtime, 81 for your high. In comparison to yesterday, we hit 83 degrees, and the wind will be picking up by lunchtime, and it'll stay breezy right through the evening drive and into tonight as well. Yakima, a lot of clouds today, 64, 70 by noon, only 74 by 5 o'clock. We were in the 80s yesterday, so today will be cooler and the wind will be picking up. As for Walla Walla, can't rely on a spotty shower this morning or on and off throughout the day. It will be breezy with highs in the middle 70s. Tomorrow will be the coolest day of the work week. We'll let you know how cool it gets and when the 80s return in our 7-day forecast coming up. Jill, back to you.
New this morning, the Kennewick Fire Department is investigating a fire that destroyed a classroom portable owned by the Kennewick School District. The fire broke out just after 6:30 last night on the 400 block of West Railroad Avenue. When firefighters got to the scene, they found one of the classroom portables engulfed in flames. After a search of the building, firefighters say no one was inside and crews worked to put out the blaze. An initial investigation shows the portable had been broken into and someone had been living inside of it. Fire officials believe the fire was likely started by someone, but how it started is still under investigation. A woman who is wanted in Benton County on several warrants has been arrested in Adams County. 46-year-old Rosalind Revelation Nakar of Moses Lake was arrested on suspicion of criminal trespass and providing false information. She's wanted in Benton County on suspicion of possession of a stolen vehicle, identity theft, burglary, and failure to appear. Deputies with the Adams County Sheriff's Office arrested Akar along with another man after they were found in this vehicle on private property near Ritzville. Deputies say Akar gave them a fake name and had a bank card that didn't belong to her. Authorities say they may file new charges in the coming days against Akar. A car crash ended in flames Monday afternoon during the busy Memorial Day return travel in Kennewick. It happened on Columbia Center Boulevard, and the fire ended up shutting down the northbound side of the road at Yellowstone Avenue down to the east side Highway 240 on-ramp. Kennewick and Richland emergency units showed up to put the fire out. According to police on the scene, at least 2 people were taken to a nearby hospital with injuries. We talked to one person who told us she was one of the first people to call for help.
So I got gas and I came up and around the loop there and happened to see flames. And when I was coming down the hill, I saw a car engulfed. And so I pulled over and called 911 and they got somebody out here. If I had to guess, I'd probably say the flames were probably about 50 to 75 feet in the air.
The closure was lifted about an hour later. The conditions of the people involved have not been released, and the cause of the crash is under investigation. Area law enforcement are still looking for the person who they say ran from this crash on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick early Monday morning. The State Patrol says the driver of the Honda Accord was on Clearwater driving east when they ran a red light and got hit by a semi-truck on State Route 395. 2 passengers in the Honda had to be rushed to the hospital. Neither was wearing a seatbelt. The driver of the semi was not hurt. The investigation shows the vehicle was stolen out of Mattawa, and the driver has not yet been found. We will have to wait for the new and improved version of I-182 and Broadmoor Boulevard interchange to open up. It was initially supposed to open this week, but WashDOT now says that's been delayed until further notice. Eventually, you won't see the stoplight at the I-182 and Broadmoor interchange. Instead, there will be 2 ramps. The one right now will allow you to turn right onto southbound Broadmoor Boulevard. The new ramp will only allow you to go from I-182 to northbound Broadmoor. The Tri-Cities Airport says it saw a big number of travelers come through its doors for the busy Memorial Day weekend. The last weekend of May is typically known as the unofficial kickoff to the summer travel season. Airport officials say with the increase in travelers, there was an increase in baggage, and they say they prepared for that. It takes coordination to make sure the busy time goes smoothly.
Just good communication. We talk to each other. We let each other know if something's going to be kind of increased when it comes to baggage and stuff like that. Other than that, we just follow our load procedures and make sure everything is safe and ready to go.
This week, the airport also had an inspector go through the airport to ensure everything was up to code. Airport officials say everything went smoothly. Happening today, healthcare workers at Cadillac are planning a picket and rally this afternoon in Richland. SEIU Healthcare says the workers are calling on Providence to invest in the workers and settle a fair contract that includes wage increases. The point of the wage increase is to not only help with the daily cost of living, it's to help recruit and retain workers that are desperately needed in the healthcare system. The picket is set for 3:30 p.m. and the rally will be at 5 on the corner of Swift Boulevard and Goethals Drive. There will be a Cadillac freestanding emergency room in Kennewick starting at 3:30. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, he's a beloved Oregon coach. Former NBA superstar and standout announcer. We take a look at the life and legacy of Bill Walton. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
The Memorial Day Super Sale was so great, we just had to extend it. And with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. The more you buy,
the more you save. Save $100 for every $1,000 you spend.
Check out special purchases while they last. And financing? We're talking 6 years, no interest. But don't wait. The extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on. Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Prosser Memorial Health proudly offers mental health services at our primary care clinics in Prosser, Grandview, and Benton City. Our mental health providers are certified, experienced, and now accepting new patients. Taking care of our mental health is vital to our overall well-being and general health. To schedule an appointment, call a Prosser Memorial Health Clinic near you. To learn more, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. One of America's most beloved sports commentators, NBA Hall of Famer Bill Walton, has died at the age of 71 after a long battle with cancer. Andrew Dimbert reports he leaves behind a legacy of a life well lived and laughs shared across generations.
Put the hands up, come on.
At 6'11", Bill Walton was a giant figure on the court, but this morning he's being remembered for his even bigger personality.
You broke it. No, I didn't break it. It comes apart like that. That's how you transport it. Wait, don't you know anything about glockenspiels?
At UCLA, he led the Bruins to 2 NCAA championships. Never afraid to speak his mind, Walton was arrested for protesting the Vietnam War. His coach bailed him out.
Coach Wooden had to come and bring me back to campus from the jailhouse.
After he was chosen first in the 1974 NBA draft, he'd win championships with the Trailblazers and Celtics, picking up regular season and finals MVP awards before foot injuries cut his career short.
It's National Popcorn Day, please. Party on.
Then an improbable second act. Walton fought through a lifelong stutter to become one of the game's most adored broadcasters.
This is for you. This can be eaten. This can be burnt as fuel. This can be used as decoration in your house.
Take a bite out of it while it's lit.
While it's lit?
Say, oh, I'm kidding.
His broadcasting partner remembering his signature humor.
Before the game, he'd say, no matter what I say or what I do, know that I love you, but don't tell anybody.
Tributes pouring in from across the NBA. Steph Curry saying he always brought the best energy and humanity to every room he walked into. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar saying he wasn't happy unless he did everything he could to make everyone around him happy. Walton died after a long battle with cancer. He was 71. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And Walton once gave this advice, which goes well beyond sports. He said, "It takes talent to get to the top. It takes character to stay there." Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the weather isn't letting up across the country. The death toll is rising after tornadoes ripped through several states, and the new warning for some states this morning. But first, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field for another unforgettable season. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun night out, there's something for everyone at a Walla Walla Sweets game. Grab your peanuts, popcorn, and Lucky Cap, because this season the Walla Walla Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball right to your backyard. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now and be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience. Let's play ball.
Hi, I'm Catherine Forner, and we love our own backyard so much, we built all of this. And we get everything we need from PAR, with Shauna's help.
Everything from design to delivery.
PAR, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
All summer long, turn to Apple Valley News Now for the best sports from ABC. Summer sports on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress, and we designed it to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because our most advanced, infinitely adaptable Tempur material eases your pressure points, inch by inch and molecule by molecule, in a way no other mattress can. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
It was an old rail line. Now it's one of the most awesome treks in America.
Tunnels and the trestles. Wow.
The Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
I shower as though I've been exposed to nuclear radiation.
It's like going to the car wash.
Next live, Jonathan Groff and Adam Rodriguez.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
The winds really picking up as we head into this afternoon and also into tomorrow. Sorry about that microphone problem there. We got that all fixed. So breezy days ahead. We could see gusts as high as 35 miles per hour today and gusts up to 30 miles per hour tomorrow. Right now we're taking a live look out of our Dust Devil Skycam in Pasco, and we do have a lot of clouds out there right now. We will see more clouds than sunshine today as expected, and it's still going to be warm for many of us out ahead of our next cold front. Temperatures are actually running anywhere from 5 to about 13 degrees warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. That puts our numbers in the 50s for many of us. We're still in the 40s in Cle Elum and Ellensburg. Those are some of our typical cooler spots in the mornings. It's 53 in Tri-Cities, 58 in Walla Walla, 56 at Hanford, 52 in Prosser, and Yakima waking up to 58 degrees. Satellite and radar showing that we do have a couple of spotty showers across Walla Walla County and also right over the Dayton area. This is just some very light rain shower activity, and that's where the slight chance for a shower or two will remain today to the east of the Tri-Cities. Now here's what we're expecting over the next few days. Here's the weather pattern and how it will be evolving. Our next system moves in today. It's going to bring rain to the western half of the state, maybe a shower or two across our easternmost communities. Otherwise, it will be breezy and it will bring us more in the way of cloud cover. That upper level low, that dip in the jet stream, still over us tomorrow. We're going to be much cooler tomorrow and still breezy behind the front that moves through tonight. Then on Thursday, that disturbance pushes off to the east, high pressure to our west. That will be moving in, so our warm-up will begin once again. Today, here's the hour-by-hour forecast. Mostly cloudy, can't rule out a shower or two across our easternmost communities along the foothills of the Blues. They will likely see thunderstorms develop across far northeastern portions of Oregon and into Idaho today. Temperatures this afternoon will climb into the 70s and 80s. We'll be on the warm side in the Tri-Cities, but outside of the metro, we're looking at middle 70s, Walla Walla and Dayton, 76 in Toppenish, and 72 degrees in Yakima. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, still breezy, so the winds typically diminish overnight. That will not be the case tonight as temperatures fall into the 40s area-wide. Tomorrow, we're looking at highs only in the 60s and 70s, so much cooler than average. Our average high, 79 degrees. Will only be right around 72 in the Tri-Cities, 60s in many spots, 66 in Yakima, 68 in Toppenish, and 67 degrees in Walla Walla. Your 7-day forecast showing that tomorrow is the coolest day out of the next 7. It'll be breezy, but then our warm-up begins. We're back in the 80s on Friday, and next weekend is looking pretty good as well, with highs in the low and middle 80s for the Tri-Cities. Yakima 72 breezy today, only 66 and breezy tomorrow, but we return to 81 on Saturday. Walla Walla 76, slight chance for a shower or two throughout the day today. Breezy tomorrow, only 67, but then we're back in the 70s, and we even get into the 80s on Saturday. Hermiston 78 breezy today, upper 60s tomorrow, 70s by Thursday. Joe?
Thank you, Tiffany. The death toll is rising from severe storms over the holiday weekend. At least 22 people have been killed, including children, after an outbreak of tornadoes across several states. ABC's Perry Russum is tracking the storms.
Severe weather moving east, downpours in D.C., a tornado warning in Maryland. This is the same system that created more than 24 tornadoes over the weekend, leaving destruction in Oklahoma and Kentucky. Debris is being cleared in Valley View, Texas, one of the hardest hit cities.
My mom, she's still in the hospital. She's in the ICU. She broke her spine in half in the middle, I believe, and she has broken ribs, so she can't feel her legs.
This is what's left of Todd and Lisa Smith's barn, the couple hiding in this bathtub with their dog as the tornado ripped apart their home around them.
I just don't know what the future holds.
In Piatt, Arkansas, in the northern part of the state, the destruction is overwhelming.
You don't know where your next meal is going to come from or where you're going to sleep tonight.
The storms are having effects on travel with major delays at the airports in Dallas and Atlanta. Several miles of highways and roads are also damaged or blocked. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's a cry for help in eastern Washington. The volunteers needed to help fill the state's ombudsman program and help the people who need the services the most. We'll be right back.
How long do I have to wait?
Watch Thursday at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
The Honda you want is here, driving the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
In your health headlines this morning, researchers are calling diagnoses of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, known as ADHD, an expanding public health concern in the U.S. A new study shows about 7 million children, more than 1 in 9, were diagnosed with ADHD in 2022. That's a significant increase of about 1 million more children who received a diagnosis than in 2016. Researchers concluded the main reasons for the rise in a diagnosis could be due to a more awareness of ADHD. Alternatively, they suggested it could be a reflection of poor mental health among kids during the COVID-19 pandemic. Washington State has the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program. Ombuds are volunteers who protect and promote residents' rights. But in Eastern Washington, SNAP's Ombudsman Program only has 21 volunteers to cover around 400 facilities. Marissa Rio has a look at the service these volunteers provide.
We are desperate to get more people so that we can serve the people that we've been assigned to.
A cry for help to champion residents' rights in long-term care facilities. At Maplewood Gardens, an assisted living facility in Spokane, an ombudsman visits weekly.
Any complaints, she does those. If there's people that need residential counsel, she's here at the meetings for them.
An ombudsman is independent from the facility, so they can feel like a safe person to speak with, especially when it comes to issues like neglect or mismanagement of medication.
Because you know that she will take care of us and she will find out what we need and
And sometimes it's just talking to us, and she makes us feel happy.
Ombuds can help with almost any complaint a resident has when it comes to the type of care they're receiving.
And a big one is, say if you're an 85-year-old woman and you with no family, and you get a discharge notice that says you have to be out of there within 30 days, and you have no place to go.
An ombudsman can help with that, and many say this type of work is rewarding.
And when I see a smile on their face or a twinkle in their eye, I feel like I've done my job.
SNAP is looking for more volunteers so every long-term care resident can easily access this same type of quality assistance.
That was Marissa Rio reporting. An official with SNAP says they are so low on volunteers, some families don't even know they are entitled to receive this type of free assistance. Volunteers are provided with training and put in about 4 to 5 hours a week. In business headlines this morning, the White House will announce steps to modernize the nation's aging and inefficient electrical infrastructure. The new initiative between the federal government and 21 states aims to make faster fixes and improvements to the grid. There's also a commitment to building a bigger and more modern grid as part of an effort to reduce power outages. The news comes after thousands of customers in the Midwest and eastern U.S. were left without power after the destructive storms we've had for several weeks. This Memorial Day weekend was the worst U.S. box office return for the holiday in nearly 3 decades. According to ComScore, ticket sales for the weekend through Monday are estimated at $128 million. Last year's sales tallied to about $205 million. Those receipts were thanks to the blockbuster performances of Oppenheimer and Barbie. Analysts are blaming this year's lackluster sales on the lingering impact from the Hollywood strikes. This holiday weekend still stands ahead of 1995 when Casper was the #1 at the box office and receipts totaled $117 million. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the Grant County Sheriff's Office and other agencies make a big save where they found a hiker who had fallen from a cliff. The rescue documented on social media. Plus, we talked to Sunnyside officials after that brief radiation scare. What officials say you should do if you find yourself in the same situation.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac? Santa Fe burger sauce.
Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
No one expects to get in a car wreck, but that's exactly what happened last summer. The drunk driver crossed over the center line, crashing into us and causing life-threatening injuries. It was difficult to focus on healing while facing overwhelming medical bills and lost wages. How will our bills get paid? When can I go back to work? So much was running through my head. Abeda Nelson's team did the work to make sure we didn't have to worry.
Abeda Nelson, we focus on you, you focus on healing.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
It's May Madness down here at the Auto Lot, and we are chopping prices. Check out this 2023 Mini Cooper fully electric hardtop loader. Was $39.95. Now it's only $28.495. Roll it out of here. And check out this beautiful 2021 GMC Yukon. Put the entire family into luxury. Was $64.95. Now it's only $61.95. Hit the gas, baby. And if you love Fast and Furious, check this Hemi Dodge Charger SRT and feel the power. Was $41.95. Now it's only $38.95. Come save money at the Auto Lot in Kennewick.
Bleeding gums are a key indicator that you suffer from gum disease. They're also an early warning sign for over 20 serious medical disorders like diabetes.
If you already have diabetes, gum disease can make it more difficult to control by increasing blood sugar levels. A1C levels drop dramatically when treating gum disease and improving nutrition. Gum disease bacteria returns in only 21 to 60 days after a cleaning. This is why consistency is key. Do not put your healthcare at risk. Here at Avanta Dental, we have the knowledge and capabilities to effectively optimize your oral health.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo Single, just $5.99.
Big burger. Good burger.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, several agencies respond to an area in Grant County for a rescue after a hiker falls from a cliff. And a popular travel spot in Washington is also one of the most deadly. What law enforcement is urging people to do, or you may face deadly consequences. And after a radiation scare in Yakima and Benton counties, what first responders say is the first thing to do if you think you're exposed. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jill Sperling. Jessica has the morning off. It is Tuesday, May 28th. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what kind of conditions are we expecting today?
We have a lot of clouds out there, Jill, and the wind will be picking up this afternoon. So it's back to those breezy conditions after we enjoyed the light winds yesterday, the warm weather, and the sunshine yesterday. And if you were awake, say just before midnight or just after midnight, you may have heard a few rumbles of thunder, as we did have a couple of showers and thunderstorms roll across the region, impacting places near the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. Now this morning, we're dealing with just a few light rain showers near Walla Walla and right over Dayton. The rest of us just starting off with a lot of clouds, and that's the way it looks in Pasco, courtesy of our Dust Devils Sky Cam. Temperatures are on the mild side. We're in the 50s this morning. We were in the 40s yesterday morning, so a little bit warmer. 58 in Walla Walla, 56 in Dayton, 53 in the Tri-Cities, 54 in Prosser, and 58 degrees in Yakima. So as the kids are heading back to school after a long holiday weekend, maybe just a very light jacket this morning or the sweatshirt. Temperatures will be in the 60s around drop-off. Then we're climbing into the upper 70s around recess, highs around 80 degrees as they're heading home. Like I mentioned, the breezy conditions will continue tomorrow, and tomorrow looks like the coolest day out of the next 7. So we'll have that full forecast for you. I'll let you know when the 80s return coming up in a bit. Jill?
Thank you, Tiffany. Several emergency agencies responded to the Beverly area last night in Grant County to rescue a hiker who fell off a cliff. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says the person fell between 50 and 90 feet. It's unknown at this time how long the man was at the bottom of the cliff. The Sheriff's Office says he has severe injuries. The man was taken to a nearby trauma center. An update on his condition has not been released. A 19-year-old man is lucky to be alive after authorities say he survived a nearly 450-foot fall beneath a Washington bridge. Maddie White talks with authorities on what happened and why they see this as a growing problem, especially for first responders.
This is extremely dangerous.
Don't look down.
We had to actually use binoculars to be able to see him clearly.
On either side of the high steel bridge in Mason County is a 420-foot drop.
He was hiking down a washout that a lot of people use and has kind of become a trail. It's not a trail, it's a washout, it's too steep.
A 19-year-old man made the mistake Saturday of walking on the incredibly steep terrain beneath the bridge.
And ended up all the way down at the river, sliding.
Police and firefighters sprang into action, deciding to
send a firefighter down at the end of a rope, hooked him up into a harness and brought him all the way back up.
Miraculously, he only had minor injuries. There aren't a lot of warning signs, but there are a few, including this one, which says, warning, the areas around the high steel bridge are slippery, steep, and unsafe for exploring. Officials say a lack of respect for nature is part of the problem.
People come up here to just be stupid. Crazy lucky.
Something even happened behind us while we were interviewing him. Some young people tried to throw a heavy log off the side of the bridge.
Yeah, the badge gives it away.
Wheelander says when it comes to rescues, it's a strain on resources, but also dangerous for them.
2 of our rescues have actually been deputy sheriffs that we ended up flying out because they were hurt.
That includes this deputy sheriff when, during a recovery mission,
a boulder came down and struck another deputy in the face. He went off the cliffside and I caught him. And ended up getting injured in the process.
But Matthew Wheelander says it's the practice that they get that is the reason why Saturday's rescue went so well.
We have a lot of practice hauling dead bodies out of here. It's probably a 20-to-1 ratio.
20 dead to every 1 person they find alive at the bottom.
There are more recoveries than there are rescues.
And they have to go down there, he says, about 3 to 5 times per year.
Don't go off trail. I can speak from experience. Your loved ones are going to appreciate that you don't go off the trail.
The High Steel Bridge is a popular sightseeing attraction, but authorities say people end up taking too great a risk, and it's been an issue that has continuously put law enforcement and first responders at risk. They say they will charge people with criminal trespass if they find them beside the bridge and may close the area down if people don't take it seriously. More than 20 staff members at one of Seattle's most popular museums walked off the job over a new controversial exhibit that was supposed to open last week. Stickers and flyers in support of the Palestinian people are posted outside the Wing Luke Museum. Workers say the flyers have text that says, quote, "Today anti-Semitism is often disguised as anti-Zionism," end quote. There are petitions in support of reopening the museum, an exhibit with the original language, saying the walkout and closure set a dangerous precedent.
If the workers themselves understood it was necessary to act about it and to let the community know and to let the organization know, I think that's the best thing we can do as a community.
Museum leadership says they continue to talk with staff involved in the walkout. At this point, it is unclear when the museum might reopen. We're learning more about a radiation scare that happened Sunday in Sunnyside. 6 people showed up in the ER at Astoria Health to report they'd possibly been exposed to radiation at a job site in Benton County. Astoria Sunnyside Hospital staff escorted them to an isolated spot in the parking lot, and Sunnyside police cordoned off the area to minimize exposure. Tests showed no harmful level of hazardous materials, but first responders say if it happens in the future, the first step should be to call 911.
Our one is, again, stay where you're at, limit your exposure, try and isolate yourself so you're not exposing anybody else or limiting that, and we will respond to you.
First responders say you should also tell dispatchers the status of the victim, how they were exposed, and what kind of radiation they might be dealing with. And a reminder to put this on your calendar, the Benton Franklin Health District is hosting a town hall meeting on Wednesday, May 29th at 6:30 p.m. This is for anyone who has been affected by the fire at Lineage in Findlay. Environmental experts and local health officials are expected to be on hand to discuss updates as well as how the air is being monitored for potential risks. The town hall will take place at Riverview High School in Kennewick. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it was a day of honor and remembrance. Our Riley Fitzgerald gives us a snapshot of how the region honored Memorial Day. She's in next.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for acronym fans. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend, what's important is this moment when they reached out and said, "I can't do this alone." And we said, "That's okay. We'll figure it out together." If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
We've got money answers for people who run once a year. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
First Alert Weather is our promise, our commitment to you, to keep you and your family safe.
No matter where you live in our part of the Northwest, count on Stacy Lee and Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
And we're always on your side.
I shower as though I've been exposed to nuclear radiation.
It's like going to the car wash.
Next live, Jonathan Groff and Adam Rodriguez.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
In Richland, Monday morning at Sunset Gardens, more than 1,000 flags were set up ahead of the morning's Memorial Day ceremony. Riley Fitzgerald was there, and she joins us live now in studio. Good morning, Riley. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Jill. It was the 52nd annual Avenue of Flags to pay tribute to local veterans who have passed away. Sunset Gardens GM Pat Hollick explains how it all came together.
It's a very positive, uplifting event. I think that's what's great about it. People typically look at cemeteries as maybe being kind of a somber place, but this day of the year, it's not. It's very happy, and everybody's attitude's just upbeat, and it's great. So it's 1,150 flags. So we have 50 to, well, it's probably more like 100 volunteers that come out. And it takes about 3 hours. We start at 5 o'clock in the morning. Put them up. We're usually done by 8. I think that's what's significant to our event compared to others, is that the name of the veteran's on the flag. It's actually their flag that was presented to the family. So it carries special meaning, and you'll see families come out year after year and stand next to that flag and take a picture. It's a Kodak moment for those people old enough to remember what Kodak is. There's a parachuter that's going to jump first. That's how the program starts, right at 11. He carries a 1,500 square foot American flag with him. So it's spectacular. If you've never seen it, you got to come out and see it. And then there's some singing. Obviously, we do taps and tribute to the fallen warrior and a placement of a wreath. So we include the military portion of that. And if you come out and you miss the program, I always tell people just come to the property, drive through it, make a big loop, and look at the flags, because it's amazing.
Hollick says if you miss the ceremony, cemetery officials say the flags will be up until around 7 this morning, so not long left to check it out. In Pasco, the city hosted its Memorial Day event at City View Cemetery. There was live patriotic music by local artists, the Pledge of Allegiance, wreath presentation, flag raising, and giving a moment of silence for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. In Kennewick, people gathered at Riverview Heights Cemetery, and the VFW Post 5785 hosted a call to colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. State Senator Perry Dozier was a guest speaker, and the Columbia River Young Marines gave a salute to the fallen soldier. At Mueller's on 10th and Union, the ceremony ended with the placement of wreaths and speakers. The Sunnyside community gathered at the Lower Valley Memorial Gardens to pay their respects. American Legion Post 73 members read off the names of those in their community who died at war and those veterans who died at home in the past year, honoring the sacrifices made by men and women in the name of freedom. To see the full coverage, we have it posted at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Statistics show every 20 minutes someone is injured in an automobile accident. It isn't a pleasant thought, but sometimes looking out for the other driver isn't good enough. If you've been hurt, call Allen Brackey Law Offices.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W. KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Bad sleep?
The worst.
There's really no excuse for bad sleep during the extended Memorial Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Or check out the Summit Easy on the Wallet for only $299.99. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry! The extended Memorial Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday.
When working, take breaks, go for a walk, or just get up and move around, because taking care of your mental health is vitally important. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
The Sisters of Nicole Brown Simpson.
How do you live with 30 years of rage and heartbreak?
Their first TV interview in 30 years.
Our top story, the death of O.J. Simpson.
Did it change anything for you?
Starting this morning on GMA.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
You know, even in the most minor car accidents, it always seems like the one not at fault gets hurt the worst. If that is you, call Allen Brackey Law Offices. Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back and happy Tuesday, everyone. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the weather yesterday on Memorial Day. It was a really nice day across the region. Now that Memorial Day is behind us, let's look ahead to our upcoming holidays. We have 19 days until Father's Day. Summer officially begins in 23 days. And I just looked this up. We have 25 days until our latest sunset of the year, which is at 8:52 in the evening. After that, our sunsets will get earlier and earlier as we approach fall and winter. And 37 days until the 4th of July. We do have a lot of clouds out there out of our Dust Devils Sky Cam in Pasco. Geisa Stadium going to be quiet this week as the Dust Devils are away taking on the Vancouver Canadians in Canada. Our 24-hour temperature change showing that we're a bit warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. Temperatures running
5 to about 13 degrees warmer than what we saw at this time yesterday morning, and that puts us in the 50s for many of us. 58 Walla Walla, 57 in Pendleton, 53 in the Tri-Cities, 58 even in Yakima, and still holding on to those upper 40s in Cle Elum and Ellensburg, but not for much longer. Our winds are light this morning, but the wind speeds will be ramping up this afternoon. If you were awake late last night, early this morning, we did have a couple of showers and thunderstorms roll through as expected. Now just a few spotty showers near Dayton and between Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. And that's where we're going to keep a chance for a passing shower throughout the day today. But most of us will be staying dry. Here's our next storm system. It's dipping in from the north and west. There's that dip in the jet stream. It's going to be rain primarily to the western half of the state. Here at home, it'll likely bring us more in the way of cloud cover and breezy conditions. Tomorrow morning, the front will be through, the dip in the jet stream right overhead. That means we're going to experience cooler air. It'll still be breezy behind the front. This disturbance finally moves east. High pressure is off to our west on Thursday, and that's when our next warm-up will begin. So today we do expect mostly cloudy skies. Wind will pick up during the afternoon. Can't rule out a shower or two along the foothills of the Blues, but I think a lot of that activity moving in from the west will break up as it hits the Cascades. There could be some thunderstorm activity. Keep that in mind if you are heading east today, maybe up towards Spokane, or even south and east of Pendleton and even into portions of Idaho. That's where we could see some thunderstorms this afternoon. Here at home, mostly cloudy, warm, breezy with a stray shower possible. Highs around 81 Tri-Cities, 76 in Walla Walla, 78 in Hermiston, and 72 degrees in Yakima. Overnight, partly to mostly cloudy. The wind will actually stay elevated tonight. Typically, it diminishes. That will not be the case, but it will be a little bit cooler than where we are right now. We're talking about temperatures dropping back down into the 40s behind the front tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be the coolest day out of the next 7 because we will be behind that front. So we're only forecasting highs around 72 in the Tri-Cities, 67 in Walla Walla, 65 in Pendleton, 66 in Yakima, and 68 degrees in Toppenish. So tomorrow, the cooler day, then we start to see our warm up and the winds start to come down. Thursday, Friday, we're back in the 80s. June 1st. Is on Saturday. The month of May quickly coming to a close. 72 today in breezy in Yakima, 66 tomorrow, but then 72 with more sun on Thursday, and we're back into the 80s to start off the month of June. 76 today, Walla Walla, slight chance for a spotty shower or sprinkle. 67 and breezy tomorrow, more 70s are back Thursday and Friday. Hermiston, 78 and breezy, 69 and breezy tomorrow, so we drop a good 9-10 degrees from today to tomorrow for highs, and then those 70s are back by the end of the week. Jill?
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the American father of 2, detained in Turks and Caicos for over 100 days, is back home with his family.
It feels literally like a dream come true.
In February, airport authorities finding hunting ammunition in Brian Hagerich's luggage that he says he didn't even know he had. That crime carrying a mandatory minimum sentence of 12 years behind bars. Hagerich spending more than a week in jail before posting bail, but forced to wait in Turks and Caicos until his moment before the judge.
Knowing that the fate of my life and our family was about to be determined. And not to say that we weren't, in crisis mode before, because we were, but we're also preparing for the worst.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more of my exclusive interview with the Hagerich family. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Rivers, ABC News, Mexico City.
You might be used to living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler, but it's a bit of a dinosaur because it only treats your symptoms, not inflammation. Treating both symptoms and inflammation with Rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way to treat symptoms and asthma attacks. Air Supra is the first ever dual-action rescue inhaler that treats your asthma symptoms and helps prevent attacks. Air Supra is the only rescue FDA approved to do both. Air Supra is an as-needed rescue inhaler and should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing does not improve, continues to worsen, or for serious allergic reactions. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include heart problems, increased risk of thrush, or infections. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. New this morning, the Kennewick Fire Department is investigating a fire that destroyed a classroom portable owned by the Kennewick School District. The fire broke out on the 400 block of West Railroad Avenue. When firefighters got to the scene, they found one of the classroom portables engulfed in flames. An initial investigation shows the portable had been broken into and someone had been living inside of it. No one was hurt and the fire is under investigation. A woman who is wanted in Benton County on several warrants has been arrested in Adams County. 46-year-old Rosalind Revelation Akar of Moses Lake is wanted in Benton County on suspicion of possession of a stolen vehicle, identity theft, burglary, and failure to appear. Deputies with the Adams County Sheriff's Office arrested Akar along with another man after they were found in this vehicle on private property near Ritzville. The search for the driver, who authorities say ran from this crash on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick early Monday, is still on. The State Patrol says the driver of the Honda Accord was on Clearwater when they ran a red light and got hit by a semi on State Route 395. Two passengers in the Honda had to be rushed to the hospital. The investigation shows the vehicle was stolen out of Mattawa. A car crash ended in flames Monday afternoon during the busy Memorial Day return travel in Kennewick. It happened on Columbia Center Boulevard, and the fire ended up shutting down the northbound side of the road at Yellowstone Avenue down to the east side Highway 240 on-ramp. Two people were taken to a nearby hospital with injuries. We'll have to wait for this new and improved version of I-182 and Broadmoor Boulevard interchange to open up. It was initially supposed to open this week. WashDOT says it's been delayed until further notice. The new loop replaces the stoplight at the I-182 and Broadmoor interchange. Instead, there will be two ramps. The Tri-Cities Airport says it saw a big number of travelers come through its doors for the busy Memorial Day weekend. The last weekend of May is typically known as the unofficial kickoff to the summer travel season. Airport officials say with the increase in travelers, there was an increase in baggage, and they say they prepared for that increase. And a reminder, the Benton Franklin Health District is hosting a town hall meeting tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. This is for anyone who has been affected by the fire at Lineage in Findlay. Environmental experts and local health officials are expected to be on hand to discuss updates, as well as how the air is being monitored for potential risks. The town hall will take place at Riverview High School in Kennewick. And happening today, healthcare workers at Cadleck are planning a picket and rally this afternoon in Richland. SEIU Healthcare says the workers are calling on Providence to invest in the workers and settle a fair contract that includes wage increases. The picket is set for 3:30 p.m. and the rally will be at 5 on the corner of Swift Boulevard and Goethals Drive. Let's check in with Tiffany for a final look at your first alert forecast this morning.
And we are looking at a mix of sun and clouds early this morning. Jill, this is what it looks like outside of our Dust Devil sky cam in Pasco. So some of those darker clouds out there, and there are a couple of spotty showers in between Tri-Cities and Walla Walla this morning. I'll show you the radar in just a second. Temperatures are starting off in the low and middle 50s, and now we've jumped to 60 in Tri-Cities. And here are the showers, really just to the east of Tri-Cities, just to the west of Walla Walla. We had a little bit of activity over Dayton just a few minutes ago, and this is just some very light rain, if not just a couple of sprinkles. So a stray shower possible today, 81 degrees, warm, breezy. The wind will be picking up. We could see gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Breezy again tomorrow, but the big change is that it will be a good 10 degrees cooler. 72 tomorrow behind that front. And then we'll see more sun by the end of the week and a warmer end to the week as well, with 80s back as we start off the month of June on Saturday. 72 today in Yakima and breezy, only 66 tomorrow, but the 70s make a comeback by Thursday. Walla Walla, we have that slight chance for a shower or two. 76, 67 tomorrow, breezy. 70s and even 80s return by the weekend. 78 today in Hermiston, 67 or 69 rather tomorrow and breezy. More 70s Thursday and Friday. Joe?
Thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.